Alright, so today we're going over a really useful prompt, specifically if you're writing some sort of document, an essay, or, any sort of academic paper. What this does is it basically helps ChatGPT understand what you're doing, and then basically help you rewrite it by making the highest level fixes possible, not rewriting the entire thing for you. So this is a good way to avoid plagiarism, yet still make a very solid paper by having ChatGPT help you out. So as you see here, this is the prompt itself. It states, "You are my 10-minute essay editor. Your job is to improve my essay fast by making only the highest impact edits, not rewriting everything." Then you'll see there's the rest of the prompt down here, but you guys can go through that and edit it if you like, if there's something you want to change. But this prompt is extremely beginner friendly and ready to use. All you have to do is simply copy it from, you can get it through the description of the video or the pinned comment, but once you have it copied, just hit paste into ChatGPT, then hit enter, and it should be pretty much good to go. So as you see here, it basically asks a series of intake questions. Sometimes it asks more, sometimes it asks less, depending on what we provide. But as you see here, it says, paste the assignment prompt or summarize it in one sentence. So I went ahead and just responded with a, fake essay that we're talking about, and I just went ahead and said, should school start later in the morning? Then it asked for us to actually paste our draft, or specifically the section that we want to improve. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste an entire draft of a pseudo essay that's not perfectly written, just to show you the way that this would work. So you'd have the first intake question, the second, now we go on to the third. So it would say the grade level and the required format. So for instance, grade 10, MLA. I will just go along with that and just agree with what it says, but obviously adjust it to whatever it is that you're doing academically. Then we get intake question number 4. What's your goal? I would prefer, let's just go all of the above here, but you can say clearer writing, stronger argument, or better structure. I will just go all of the above because the essay was just messily written anyway. Any rubric? None for now, but if you had one, you can go ahead and upload it or tell it. And then as you see right away after answering the short intake, this is what we get. We get our top 5 fixes, and it basically breaks down exactly what they are to improve our essay. So as we see here, make the thesis more specific. Then it says add evidence where you use broad claims. So that's, actually using citations, especially if we're working in MLA. Replace common sense with academic wording, because in some parts of the writing I actually wrote common sense. And then strengthen the counter argument, as well as make the conclusion less repetitive. So then it'll go ahead and give us a quick rewrite, and it shows us what it would be revising. And obviously it's best, even if you do it this way, to, recreate what it's talking about in your own words and adjust it from your own stance. That way it isn't plagiarism, and that way it doesn't sound too AI-like so you get flagged or in trouble with an academic institution. The whole purpose of this prompt is just to help you understand where your essay or writing document or whatever is coming up short. So you want to be able to adjust it and edit it while still staying with academic integrity and being cautious with plagiarism. So then we see sentence upgrades, and it gives us all the areas where we can upgrade our sentences. And then a structure patch, as you see here, a tighter outline, so what we should be improving in terms of making the paper more concise as opposed to it being run on. Then we get the paragraphs to merge, as well as citation flags for certain claims that we made in the paper of where we should be actually applying sources and in the proper format of MLA in this case. So that's how simple it is. Once again, you can get the prompt from the description of the video or the pinned comment, and once you have it, you just copy, hit paste. You can make some changes if you like, but it's ready to go. You simply hit enter, and then at that point, you just answer the really short intake questionnaire, paste your paper or your draft, and then it'll give you all of the breakdown that we see right here. So it's really that simple, really beginner friendly, and a great way to simply improve your paper while using ChatGPT and staying completely keeping academic integrity intact in this case. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.